Hi everyone, welcome to Storytime at Home with Arapahoe Libraries. My name is Erin, and I am so happy that you joined me today. Let's start off by singing a hello song. We're gonna wave our hand and then count to three. 1, 2, 3, and shout hooray. Are you ready to join me? Hello, so glad you came. Hello, so glad you came. Hello, so glad you came. 1, 2, 3, let's shout hooray! Oh, let's do that one more time. Hello, so glad you came. Hello, so glad you came. Hello, so glad you came. 1, 2, 3, let's shout hooray! Wow, that was fun. All right, we are going to talk about animals today and where you might find animals. Sometimes when you go out for a walk, you see animals. Sometimes you have to go someplace special to see other animals. So I'm going to pull my first animal up. It is a dog. Woof. Where can you find dogs? Yeah, sometimes you can find dogs in your house if you have a dog. But if you're like me and you don't have a dog in your house, where else might you see dogs? Yeah, if you just go outside for a walk, sometimes you'll see dogs. Maybe at the park, just in your neighborhood. Since I don't have a dog, I love to go outside and see all the dogs and ask the owners of the dog if I can give them pets and scritches. All right, let's see what we have next. This one is a zebra. It has black and white stripes. Where do you have to go to see a zebra? Yeah, you'd have to go to the zoo around here to see a zebra. You wouldn't see a zebra if you're just out for a walk usually. All right, let's see who we have next. How about a pig? Oink, 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 oink. Where might you see a pig? Yeah, I think you might have to go to a farm to see a pig. Usually you don't see them out in the neighborhoods too often or at the park. Some people do have pet pigs though, so it could happen. But I think you'd have the best chance of seeing a pig if you went to a farm that had lots and lots of animals. All right, oink. See who we have next. This one's a small animal. It is a rabbit or a bunny. Where might you see those? Long ears and their little cottontail. Where can you find bunnies? Yeah, you can go outside and see them all the time. There's a lot of bunnies out there. Yeah. There's also people who have bunnies as pets. So maybe at somebody's house you might see a bunny. And then if you go to the zoo, maybe you'd see special kinds of bunnies. All right, let's see who's next. This one is a cat. Meow, meow. There's their tail. All right. Where do you usually see cats like this? Usually inside people's houses. Sometimes you'll see a cat outside. So maybe on a walk you would see a cat, but usually you have to go to somebody's house to see a cat. Meow. All right, let's see what's next. How about, this is a different kind of a cat. How about a tiger? Where might you find a tiger? Yes, you would have to go to a zoo to see a tiger around here. Roar! All right, let's see what's next. Oh, a fox. There's the fox's tail. It's kind of bushy and pointed ears. Where can you find a fox? Yeah, you can find a fox at a zoo sometimes. And if you go out early in the morning, you can sometimes see the fox walking around too. I sometimes see them in my neighborhood. All right, what is next? This one is an owl. Ooh, ooh. All right, where can you find owls? Yeah, you can sometimes find owls when you go out for a walk. You have to look in the trees and you have to really listen for their sound to find them. Sometimes they're in barns on a farm. And at the zoo, you can also see different kinds of owls. So you can find owls in lots of different places. You just have to really look for them. All right, we have one more. This one has a long trunk. This one is an elephant. Where do you find elephants? Do you see them when you're out walking in your neighborhood or at a park? No, not usually. I don't think I've ever seen an elephant at a park. Yeah, you'd have to go to a zoo to see one of these if you live around here. All right, we can pretend we have a trunk like an elephant. Woo! All right, bye-bye, elephant. All right, well, that was a lot of fun figuring out where all the different animals are. We have another animal up here. Can you tell what that is? Yeah, it's a bird, and it's yellow, and it has wings so it can fly. And it is looking for its friend. And its friend is also a bird that is yellow with wings so it can fly. And we're gonna look underneath the flowers and see if we can find it. All right, we have a red flower and a pink flower, a blue flower and a purple flower. Let's look behind our blue flower and see if the friend is back there. Oh, no, that is not our bird. Do they look the same? No, this is a skunk. Our skunk doesn't have a wing, and our skunk is black and white, and our bird is yellow. That is not the same. Let's try behind our pink flower. Oh, do they look the same? No. This is a ladybug. And our ladybug has something similar with our skunk. Can you tell what it is? Yeah, our ladybug has black spots. So it has black like our skunk has black, but it's also different. Our skunk is black and white, and our ladybug is red and black. But our ladybug does have something similar to our bird. Yeah, it has wings so it can fly, but it is not the same as our bird. All right, well, let's look behind the red flower. Let's see what we find. Oh, what did we find there? Yeah, we have two of them. Two bees. You can make that sound. Buzz. Well, our bees have something similar with the skunk and the ladybug. Yeah, they have black on them too. They have black stripes. Like our ladybug had black dots and our skunk has black. They also have something similar with our bird. and our ladybug. All three have wings so they can fly, but our bees and our bird are not exactly the same. Well, we have one flower left, so let's look behind our purple flower. Oh, look at that. We have a bird, and it looks exactly like our other bird. They are both yellow, and they both have wings so they can fly. That was a great job helping me figure out all the things that were the same and things that were different. And when you do that at home, you're building such great vocabulary. And the more vocabulary you know when you head into school, the easier it will be to start learning how to read, because you'll have all those great words to pull upon when you see them in a book. And speaking of books, I have some here. When I go to the library, I love to look in the animal section of the picture book area in the children's area. I like to find great books that I like to read about some of my favorite animals. This one is about a fun story about giraffe. And this one is a fun story about a sloth. Sloths are really, really slow. Kind of like Miss Erin in the morning. So the next time you're at the library, head to the animal section in the picture book area and find some great books about some of your favorite animals. Or maybe you want to learn some fun facts about animals. This one I found in the nonfiction area. It is all about elephants. And you can find books about all sorts of animals in the nonfiction area, and you'll learn facts, and you can take them home and learn about all the fun things about that animal. All right, friends, we are ready to do another activity up on our board, and this one is a rhyming one. And I have some animals. All right, what is this one? Yeah, it looks a lot like our owl that we had earlier. An owl. Hoo, hoo. And an owl rhymes with towel. Owl, towel. All right, our next animal is a fox. We had a fox earlier too, didn't we? And fox rhymes with socks. Are you wearing socks today? Fox, socks. How about this one? Who's this? A bear. Grrr. Bear rhymes with chair. Bear, chair. And I have a snake. And a rake. Snake, rake. All right, are you ready to sing with me? You can clap your hands along with me. Maybe you have a little one in your hands. You can bounce them up and down in your lap. All right. Owl and towel are rhyming words, rhyming words, rhyming words. Owl and towel are rhyming words. They sound a lot alike. Fox and socks are rhyming words, rhyming words, rhyming words. Fox and socks are rhyming words. They sound a lot alike. Bear and chair are rhyming words, rhyming words, rhyming words. Bear and chair are rhyming words. They sound a lot alike. Snake and rake are rhyming words, rhyming words, rhyming words. Snake and rake are rhyming words. They sound a lot alike. Let's do those rhymes one more time. Owl, towel. Fox, socks. Bear, chair. Snake, rake. It's just a lot of fun to rhyme. Well, friends, we are almost done with story time. Just want to remind everyone to head to arapahoelibraries.org and check out our 0 to 5 page, where you'll find past story times, activities, and ideas to do at home, and all of our blog posts and events coming up. All right, it is time to wave goodbye. So let's get our hand out again to wave. We wave goodbye like this. We wave goodbye like this. We clap our hands for all our friends. We wave goodbye like this. All right, let's do it super fast. We wave goodbye like this. We wave goodbye like this. We clap our hands for all our friends. We wave goodbye like this. Yay! All right, I have a friend he wants to say goodbye to. Bye, everyone. See you next time.